Hi everyone, Nancy Morris here with another edition of the Morris Code. Today is Thursday, March 1st, and this is a Dear Nancy episode. I use this opportunity on the Thursday posting to answer questions that I have received from clients over the years, or people who ask me questions at any of my live presentations, or posts or comments that I get on Facebook and LinkedIn and all the rest of it, are just questions I get through the emails. So I use this as an opportunity to answer those questions. And today is no different. It is not, however, the question that I had originally thought I might answer today. It's a little bit different. And it's kind of a sad one, so we'll get straight to it. I'm often asked by people, how do I get through the day if I'm angry with somebody and it's disrupting my day? Or how do I get through a crappy day when something's happened outside of the office and I'm feeling blue or something along those lines? And I want to share with you some tips and some ideas as to how you might deal with that. I'm having a crappy day today because I found out this morning that someone I know has passed away unexpectedly. This is not a close friend, but she is definitely somebody that I knew. We talked a lot on Facebook. I have her phone number and we've met up several times. We met a few years ago when she came to Ottawa here to help search for a missing dog. She and I share a love of finding missing dogs and missing animals, and we are part of a community of volunteers who do that, and as is my husband and a variety of other wonderful people that I've met over the time of doing this. Her death is very unexpected, and when I found out about it this morning, I was really rather rocked by it, kind of unexpectedly that I would be, because we weren't close friends. It's just this overwhelming sense of loss, not only for myself, but for the community of people that we were mutually involved with. And so it's made me feel pretty sad and, quite honestly, quite crappy. So a lot of people say to me, and have done over the years, Nancy, you're really fortunate because you're self-employed and you can control your schedule. And so if you need to leave work, you leave work. And to a degree, that is true. And I've worked very hard to be self-employed and to have that flexibility. However, I still really do have an employer, quote unquote, and those are my clients. And so they have, deadlines that they'd like me to help them achieve, and stuff that they've asked me to do, and, promises that I've made that I want to keep even on a crappy day. So that plays into how I choose to manage a crappy day. And the same sort of holds true for you and how you manage your crappy day. I also spent almost 20 years working 9 to 5 in a corporate world, both as an employee and as a manager of employees, and dealt with this issue frequently. So, there are some ways of dealing with it. For me, I will leave work early today. There's no doubt about it. But what I'm going to do is make sure that the couple of really important things that I need to get done are done, so that I feel that I'm continuing with the promises that I've made to my clients and to my suppliers and stuff. So I'm going to get that done. The other stuff I'm not going to worry about. So, but if I couldn't leave, how would I manage it? Well, part of the answer to that is really down to you and who you are and how you feel. What is it that you feel? So for me, I know how I'm feeling and I know how I react to this sort of stuff. So I know how to manage when these things occur. And they occur now and they'll occur again in future, unfortunately. So what do you know about yourself? How do you soothe yourself when you're feeling bad? Do you distract yourself from whatever it is that's bothering you? Do you honor it and make a request of your employer, or even give yourself permission if you're self-employed to leave? What do you know about yourself? How do you do these sorts of things and manage them? For many of the people that I used to manage, 9 times out of 10, they would come and ask me if they could leave. And usually we would just sort of, depending on what was going on and what the issue was, of course, we would coordinate exactly what I said I was going to do. If they took care of the most important stuff, and then they could go. And that's, is that how you work? Would that make a good day for you? Can you salvage a bit of a good day out of a crappy day by getting a few important things done so that you feel proud that you've gotten them done? You feel that that's important. And then you go off and take care of yourself if it's a really crappy day. Is that what you need to do? Or do you need to stay focused, put your nose down, and just get work done? Do you need to communicate with the people around you that it's a bit of a crappy day and that you just need a little bit of space? Don't bug me today. I mean, I'll do that with people if it's a really bad day and I know that my fuse is very, very short. Particularly with my husband and people closest to me, there's a little warning sign goes up. It's like, oh, bad mood. So it's the key message for me here for you is, how do you deal with a crappy day? Well, then that's my question back to you. How do you deal with a crappy day? You've had them before. What did you do? What feels best for you? What do you know will help you get through? There is no single answer to this question, unfortunately, and every crappy day is crappy because of different reasons. So again, as I often talk about, this is about self-awareness. This is about you knowing about yourself and paying attention to what helps you through these sorts of situations so that you can choose to do them. Now, maybe you know yourself well enough to know that really you need to leave, but your boss isn't going to let you go. There are still ways by knowing yourself that you can manage that. So option number 1 is not available to you. Okay, what's your option number 2 or your option number 3? The fundamental point here is this: you are going to have crappy days. Things are going to happen that really are difficult for you to manage at work. So what do you know about yourself? And if you don't know the answer to that question, I strongly suggest that even on good days, you figure out for yourself what it is you need to do to feel good, what it is you need to do to get through those sad times or bad times or whatever it happens to be. And follow that. There's nothing worse than trying to ram a square peg into a round hole and try and, force yourself through, because what you'll do is you'll make the situation that much worse. That's when you're likely to get frustrated and fire off at somebody. That's when you're likely to make significant errors. That's when you're likely to annoy somebody to no end that you get yourself in trouble. And that's not, any way to manage a crappy day. The reverse is actually true. So take care of yourself and recognize that in doing so, you're going to set yourself up positively for the next time you have a crappy day. Because I'm sorry, they're coming. Just deal with it. And that sounds rather flippant. I don't mean it to, but deal with it so that you recognize that the crappiness isn't going to go away. The change will be your self-awareness in how you deal with it. So I kind of ixnayed the original Dear Nancy I was going to do in honor of my friend. May she rest in peace. And I have no doubt that all the dogs and cats and other animals that she helped rescue and save over the years have all met her at the Rainbow Bridge and walked across with her. So this is in honor of her, and it's in honor of you, so that next time you have a crappy day, you'll know what to do to feel better. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Take good care.